Hello viewers, this is part 2 of me presenting what I bought last Friday. We will see 6 cars made by Mercedes, or their replicas made by DeAgostini. The first one we have Mercedes 230 convertible Type D from year 1939. And I must admit, I really like this series. Those are first Mercs I bought from that series, but I'm sure I will try to get more because they are really great, and I like, the way DeAgostini presented it. Even those details, like small details, like the card on the back of acrylic case, and we have information. It's inline 6-cylinder engine, 2.3 liters. Maximum speed is 116 km per hour. Average fuel consumption 16 liters per 100 kilometers. It was made from 1939 to 1943. And I love this. 55 horses. It's so easy to understand for everyone, I think, and gearbox is 4-speed. So we have 55 horsepower, 40 kilowatts. But let's go to cars. Maybe I will show you the inside, on the other side of this card. In each case there is photo of real car, which is another nice little thing. Front. We must remember those were rather cheap cars. Even I bought it for very modest price. They weren't expensive. And details we are getting for such low price are amazing. The lights are plastic. We have there was some dirt there, and we have registration plate with model number. Side wheels are great, and I mean really great, because they are accurate replicas of real wheels. And then we have mirror, we have hinges, we have door handles. We have some details with roof. Rear is very nice as well. All those small things like exhaust type shaped this way, which is again accurate. It's really great. Or it could be smooth plastic. It isn't smooth plastic. There is some kind of texture which shows that folded roof as it should be. Look inside. Even those small details on inside of doors, like door handles, all those little things. Even dashboard, there is some detail. Steering wheel, mirrors, all those little things adds up, and we receive very nice but not too expensive model. I will put it back and I will open another one. 300S Roadster from 1952. Again, details. Inline 6, it will be a repeating theme of this video, with exception of one car. Maximum speeds 175 km per hour, average. Here we have another very important technical data. Sprint from 0 to 100 km per hour, it took 15 seconds. 3-liter engine, 150 horses, no kilowatt output, average fuel consumption 13.8 liters per 100 kilometers. It was in production from 1952 to 1955, and it was manual 4-speed. Because if it will be automatic, there will be A added. So now I will open it. That's the photo of real car. And this is model. Again, all those little details like texture on headlamps or fog lamps. You know, it's or you know, we have badge here, but it looks like there is barely visible Mercedes logo as well. It will be better visible on another of those 6. Great wheels, and I love white sidewalls. Mirror screaming, "Break me, please break me." Rear is really nice. All those little details are really amazing. And here we have something else. Look at those seats. Anyone who was sitting in an old car with leather upholstery will immediately recognize this is real. Those seats are not smooth. You have wrinkles, you have... it looks more like a small mountain range than anything smooth. Steering wheel, we have even something looking like radio, but it's really hard to show it. Oh, that's probably the best I can. You can see even pedals. The only thing I don't like about this car is color, but I think, you know, if it's realistic, it's realistic. I don't need to like it. I like whole model as it is. $300D at an hour, 1957. Inline 6, 165 kilometers per hour, 3 liters engine, 18 seconds from 0 to 100, 160 horses, 15.8 liters per 100 kilometers, automatic, 3 gears gearbox, in production from 1957 to 1962. And the car itself. Fantastic. It's really fantastic. You know, making different color of lights, adding indicators here. It's still very cheap model. We must remember that. And we can see that bluish logo under badge. We have radio antenna, and I'm very happy because it's rubberized. I was very close to breaking it. I wouldn't... No, it's not rubberized, that's plastic. That's another one screaming, "Break me." From the side. Very nice. Rear. Great. Inside. It's really nice, you know, all the small details. Maybe, you know, it's really hard to see them, to notice them. But just knowledge that someone was trying to make it, even, you know, if you won't be able to see it or barely see it. It's I wish we have model magazine cars like this series. Fourth one, 220 SE Fintail, from 1959. Inline 6, 2.2 liters, 170 kilometers per hour, 12.8 seconds from 0 to 100. We are back to regular 120 horsepower or 88 kilowatts. Fuel consumption 10.7 liters per 100 kilometers, and for gears, manual gearbox, in production 1959-1965. Classical Merc front, badge and logo. Another set of really nice wheels. One mirror. Oh, and you know, they didn't lie. It's fin tail. We have fins. And you know, this type of lights, rear lights, for me that's quintessential Mercedes thing. When I was kid, and if it was dark, you know, if car turned on lights, just looking at those lights, I knew it was Merc. And there would be no chance I would mistake it with anything else. So I'm really sad now it's gone, you know, the contemporary Mercs. It's, you know, looking at lights, doesn't matter from the side, rear, front, up, bottom, you won't be able to recognize most of them from other cars, which is sad, you know. That's, I like that trademark, you know, you look at car and you know what it is. Now it's more generic. And we have two more. This one probably is most popular. 300 SEL 6.3 1968. Probably most, well, maybe not most famous, but very well known as Red Pig in a little bit modified, let's say, version. It's V8. I told you there will be one exception. 220 kilometers per hour, 6.3 liter engine. You know, the acceleration time. I know that, you know, now we have faster cars, but it's still impressive. In car from late 1960s. 6.5 seconds from 0 to 100 in a car so big, so heavy. That's amazing thing. 250 horsepower, 184 kilowatts, 15.5 liters per 100 kilometers fuel consumption, automatic for gearbox, and in production 1967-1972. Let's open it without breaking anything. Front, very nice. Another variation of typical Merc wheels, and I like, you know, all those wheels are very similar, they are accurate, but they are different. And rear, only thing which is not so great is this element, that twin exhaust tips, they are look very, very plasticky, but it's still not bad. And oh, that's luxury. Look at radio antenna. You know, it's in folded position. If I could put my hand inside and turn on radio, we will see if it will extend. Steering wheel, again, plenty of really hard to spot details inside, but they are there. And last of those 6, 280 SE from 1972, back to inline 6, maximum speed 200 km per hour, acceleration 10.5 seconds, not bad. It's still faster than and more nimble than my car. 2.7 liter or 2.8 liter, but you know, I'm used if it's under 50, it should be rounded down, but it's 2.8, I can still accept it. 185 horsepower, 136 kilowatts, manual 4, 12.5 liters per 100 kilometers. In production 1972, 1980. You know, this is very familiar look for me. Not like, you know, when I was younger, those Mercs were very popular in Poland. Although there was high demand for them, but number of people who could afford them and who could, you know, somehow get something from the West Germany then wasn't too big. But I was lucky enough, you know, my neighbor, he had a few Mercs, old Mercs, but still there was something amazing for me. His family was living in Germany and he had private company, so he could afford those. Even old ones, you know, that the old ones were better than newer cars made in Eastern Bloc. Side, oh, we have different wheels, but still really nice ones. Fantastic rear, I love it. And again, details like tips bent down, inside, oh, modern steering wheel, or not modern because we have more modern, but it's not as multiple circles, it's just steering wheel. I think it was very, very similar in many Mercs until early 2000s. Maybe small modification, but nothing too serious. Again, plenty of nice details no one will ever notice. So that's the last one. I hope you enjoyed watching it as much as I enjoyed finding those and buying those. And there will be another video because there are still few cars I should present I bought on Friday, but I don't want to make like 45 or 1 hour long video. Those last cars, it will be 8 of them, and probably you won't be surprised if I told you those would be Ferraris. And those would be Ferraris in 143. So now I think you understand why I was willing to leave my home 1.5 hours early, drive more than 100 kilometers extra on the way to work to collect those cars. You know, just for those Mercs I would do it. I really love them. I was looking for them for a long time and I finally found some of them. I will try to hunt more of those because I think this is a series which is really worth collecting. You know, like putting effort to find and get those. But that's all for this video. Thank you for watching and all the best for all of you. Bye.